reminder for you, because it's so important to take a second when it comes to Lionel Messi. He turns 39 years of age in 2 days' time. That's on Wednesday. As Thierry said, 5 goals in 2 games now. Every goal scored by Argentina at this World Cup because of Messi. 18 goals now, the most in World Cup history. 28 appearances, the most in World Cup history. Zlatan, it was never in doubt, was it?
It was never in doubt. I mean, you have moments where he looks human by missing the penalty. Then you have the moments when he doesn't look human. That's Messi. Messi is, so far, it's his World Cup, and he didn't play against Jordan yet. So I don't know where it will finish. 5 goals in 2 games. I have 0 goals in 2 World Cups. So I'm happy. I'm happy for him, and I hope he continues. His birthday is in a couple of days, so let him enjoy, because we are all enjoying him by seeing him play. So amazing, just amazing, no words.
I have to pick both of your brains because you know him so well, having played with him. Thierry, what will he be like today, having broken that record? I mean, he's broken so many in his career, but what kind of personality is he responding to this kind of history-making moment?
He's feeling like this every day. So.
You know that first and foremost, this guy doesn't chase records. Records chase him. I don't know how he does that. I don't know how he made it happen. And that's something I don't know who's in charge of putting words in the dictionary, but they should put his name as out of the norm. Then you have Messi. Whoever is in charge, do that. Put his name in a dictionary, and that's it. But no, he always wants more, and that's always going to be the case. He's the same. Cristiano Ronaldo is the same. Kylian Mbappé is the same. This guy on Malef was the same. Whoever, you want the same when you work. But one thing that's different is he won it. You can see there's not the same pressure. He's playing the World Cup now with joy, he's very relaxed. I don't know if he's going to be, well, he looks like everyone thinks he's going to be his last one. So when you're at the end of your career and you know that is your last ever thing, you go about it differently. You try to tend to enjoy every single moment that you're going to have. And you see that through his celebration, through the way he is. He knows when he has to kill, when he has to rest. It's just outstanding. I think he should be at the top of his list, even in front of him.
Maybe today, yes.
He has to be. Come on.
I will think about it.
Just for 1 hour.
Depends how the day finish.
Okay,
right,
we'll assess King of the Jungle, see if Messi makes it to the top at any point. Lex, there was a school of thought coming into this World Cup that maybe playing in the United States, he wasn't at the level of previous World Cups, of previous iterations of himself. I think he might have proved that wrong.
I mean, well, how many times do we need a lesson that doubt him at your own peril? And yes, he has grown, and yes, he has lost here and there. But we've seen him in Major League Soccer, what he has done. And I know there's some people that say, well, that's a problem. Well, he obviously hasn't missed a beat. And I think it's also relative to this particular team that he is playing with. He is an alien. He is not from this world. And every player that walks into a team will suss out the hierarchy and suss out what they need and where they need to fit. I think every player on this Argentinian squad, whether they're in the starting 11 or not, recognizes that when they are on that field, there are 9 players that are doing absolutely everything they possibly can because they know there is a payoff. And so when you talk about Messi wandering and walking around, that's okay, but it's all because he knows when to show up, and it's because he has the other 9 players that will do all of the work, gladly do all of the work because they know that when it comes right down to it, he is going to provide magical moments. And that's a beautiful thing to see when Messi does it, and it's because everybody else has come into that room and says, I know that this guy is not of this world, and I am going to use that to, in some cases, make myself a world champion.
More to come on Messi throughout the day. Superior player of the match, sponsored by Michelob Ultra. The easiest one of all time, Lionel Messi on target twice against Austria. He's not only the top goal scorer in World Cup history, Messi also the Golden Boot leader now at this tournament. He's found the back of the net 5 times in Argentina's first.
So the defending World Cup champions, Argentina, off to the round of 32. They become the 4th nation to advance following Mexico, the United States, and Germany. Rob Stone, Clarence Sador, Peter Schmeichel back here with you.
I know we have to look that way, but I want to see
everything's
what's
back
going on
there. Yeah, everything is that way, including the crowd. And Lionel Messi, a hat trick in the opener, 2 more today, and we're starting to run out of words to describe him. We need another dictionary just so we can properly put in context what we're witnessing from that man right there, a GOAT who is just days shy of his 39th birthday.
It's a difference, isn't it? The difference between winning a football game and not winning a football game. If you can argue that Austria for very long periods of time had this game under control, then of course they go 1-0 down. That lead, in Argentina, they played that result. But this guy turning up at the right moment, scoring the goals that he's scoring, the second goal, the determination to put that ball in the back of the net. I mean, my God, he is just so good. And what a great honor, by the way, Clarence, to be here again watching.
It's a privilege, Peter, to be able to witness it live. Greatness is happening every time we see this guy. Actually, the question is, does he have any intention to stop? Because that last goal says so much about his ambition still. He's hungry. He was more hungry than all the other players looking at the ball at that time. That says everything about his mentality.
Let me just remind you that before the Algeria game, you said this is going to be his last World Cup.
Yeah. And I hope not. But you know, the logics would say that this would be
But he's not running himself out, is he? He's not running about, really. He's taking a lot of breaks.
But he's on a different level, Peter. His reading of the match, when he needs to be activated, when he needs to help in defense, when he can just rest and just walk, you know, it's brilliance all the time. And the first touch on that last goal, the long ball, I hope we can see that again.
Rob, you know, we can argue on the first goal that it's a free kick in the build-up to it. But my feeling is that had they taken it back, given that away, then Messi would still have come up with something during that game, and that result would still have been the same.
Just look at this reaction. Messi and his teammates arm in arm in front of their chief cheering section. Clarence, I think you hit on a really important point. The joy, the happiness, the excitement in his goals. Not that that's unique, but we saw real fist pumps, real happiness. You saw him after that second goal, high-fiving photographers as he was going by. The spark in the fire, it's still there.
It's absolutely there, Rob. And I think the difference, what I'm seeing from this World Cup in Qatar, is there was some kind of happiness on that in Qatar. You know, he never won it yet, so all the focus was he needs to still show that he can win a World Cup. Well, that's gone now. Now we're seeing Messi really at the top of his game, his mindset, the reading of the match, the touches, the brilliance. We see it in everything. And the joy, as you said, Rob. I mean, I'm loving to see him smile so much, and not just because he scored goals, Peter. This guy is with his teammates before going inside after the first half. They come together, his leadership. What have you seen?
I think that's a big difference from 3.5 years in Qatar to now. When I look at that team, yes, they have team spirit. Yes, they work hard for each other. But when I look at them, when they come on the pitch here for warm-up, when I see them during the game, and what I've seen just now leaving the pitch, there's a togetherness which is rare in football. Not so rare, but rare at the top levels. Because you got top players, and they all want to be the main guy. They all know that this guy here, Messi, is the top guy. They accept that, and therefore they can build up that atmosphere. It's a proper team. The only question mark I have is in periods today, the Austrians actually took over and controlled it. Now, is that because you think, or do you think that's because they are building up in the tournament, so they're playing the tournament, or is that the level?
I do think, Peter. I think Argentina is the type of team that can sit back sometimes in the match and say, okay, oh, beautiful moments, by the way. The legends coming there. Amazing. Show some respect to this guy. I think I think Argentina as a team has that clinical mentality. They can wait for the moment. They're under pressure. They will fight. They will bite into the adversaries. They will defend because they know they will create one or two chances and they will take it.
Dan Fletcher in Owen Hart was talking about in commentary that they are just slowly building into the tournament. I mean, they've scored 5 goals. They're not conceded a single goal. By the way, Argentina hasn't scored 5 goals. Messi scored 5 goals.
Peter, remember Qatar.
Yeah.
Qatar brought them to the victory. They know what it takes. They have the winning formula, and you can read it in through the matches. That sometimes they just say, okay, take your ball. We'll sit here and we'll take our moment.
Does it worry you though that it's only Messi getting the goals through 2 matches?
No, it doesn't worry me because it means that the other killers that they have, like Lautaro and Martinez, that they're still right there. Alvarez, we know these guys can all score goals. So I think that the momentum is now with Messi. They're going on that wave, but I'm sure that when it's needed, the other guys will stand up.
Plenty more still to come from Dallas. Remember, Messi missed that early penalty kick today, but quickly made amends. The dummy and then the finish. That was his 17th World Cup goal, which meant he was the top scorer in competition history. He added another one deep in stoppage time for good measure. He enjoyed his day. Dallas. Guess what, Dallas? You get Messi back here again on Saturday as Argentina takes on Jordan. Those fan fests. That's some prime real estate right there in Dallas.